welfare. And it was just nice to know that people were concerned about us. And we...
I'm Peter Hardy, and this is my wife, Jean Hardy, and we both live in Early.
Ended up with a group of about 10, I believe, at the time, which is all different sorts, but we have gelled beautifully, and we find these meetings really very...
Yeah.
We talk about things, and you arrange
guest speakers
at times.
And we got up to at least 12 or 13 at one stage, didn't we? Had different venues in the stadium. We've been up in the Terrapins where the staff used to hide around. And then we're back now nicely in the stadium where I believe the footballers invite their guests before a football match.
Can you tell us more about the activities that perhaps you've done with the group? So you mentioned before about West Ham, and I know that you did a visit to West Ham. Can you just tell us more about the activities?
Yes, we've had a lot of speakers come in from the club and from outside, mainly on the football. We've had Dave Downs, Grant, who used to be our training man,
the boot man, wasn't he?
Yes, the boot man. Who else was it?
And Dave Downs.
Yeah, I said
on
Dave
history.
Downs. Yeah.
And
I can't...
We've had the odd footballer as well, who's come in and spoken. Who
else have we had in to talk to us? I'm trying to remember.
And
now.
you've given us a tour of the
the
trophy room, and you look after as well.
And the stadium.
Cookies and
a cup of tea.
And
part of that football friends group has given you a benefit to kind of the way you live your daily life. Is it giving you like something to look forward to? Is it kind of connecting you with new friends and stuff like that?
Definitely.
It did.
Definitely.
But of course it's all come to a grinding halt. Although we did go and visit one of the older members and look at his garden about 2 months ago. Lovely gentleman, Michael, and apart from that, we haven't seen any of them at all. I've been more lucky than Jean because you know that I've been out with some of the football staff and playing golf with them, which has been a big relief for me because I just wasn't getting out of the house.
Okay, and do you remember how many times you've done that, Peter?
I would have said absolutely 4 times. It might have been a bit more. And we've gone to Wokefield Park, where I went and played with the next pupil of mine yesterday, actually, and Sherfield Oaks, where you came along and we absolutely got drowned and had you and I drove the buggy back in. We were absolutely soaked.
So that activity kind of taken place during lockdown, and you mentioned it before, Peter.
Yeah.
But that was like how much of a benefit and was that to you and your mental health during lockdown?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Community trust stuff, going out with them kind of really did have that benefit during lockdown for you, Peter, obviously getting you out and stuff like that, and socialising with people. What benefits would you say it had for you, Jean? Because obviously it offers you that, with all due respect to Peter, that kind of respite, doesn't it? And did that have much of a benefit for you?
Because I don't do that sort of thing, and it was unfortunate because our bowls, which is the other situation, the thing that we go out and do, for me, everything had shut down. But it was good that we knew that Emma had phoned and Craig had phoned and you were phoned asking after welfare. And it was just nice to know that people were concerned about us. And we did have a very nice visit with Michael in his garden. And I should say, one of the things we look forward to when at the community trust meetings is Michael's quips all the time, and he comes out with some amazing information.
And we have such a nice range of characters.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Amongst the group that we've got, we're all a real range of different characters, and we have an awful lot of banter and leg pulling amongst us. The atmosphere is really very, very good.
Okay, brilliant. So a very last question from me is, how would you sum up the community trust and their staff that you've encountered while on these projects?
Well, I can't say, it's been brilliant.
It has. I mean, no, which is
Fantastic.
also good.
Well, Jean and Peter, I thank you for your time. I know it's been a kind of headache to try and get around, but we've got there in the end. So thank you.
We've only had 3 hours trying to get to see your lovely, ugly face.
No, that's fine. Absolutely fine. So thank you very much.